All right, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a starter replacement on a 2015 Honda Fit. Now, this is a pretty simple job. This will save you a couple $100 in this video. Here's a starter. Obviously, we have one starter bolt up on top. So this is going to be going through the block and it's going to get bolted to the block. Now, on the other side, we're going to have the starter over here on the transmission side, or the bolt on this side, and it's going to get bolted to the starter. So you can see how the threads are right there. And on the other side, we have no threads. So the bolt's going to be right back here. But yeah, if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. And hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And we're going to go ahead and start this video right after the intro. So first thing what we got to go ahead and do is we need to go ahead and disconnect our negative terminal. This is a 10mm, so we're going to go ahead and take that off. So anytime when you're loosening up this battery, you need to make sure that you're not making contact with the ground on the positive. If you do this, you can actually touch this anywhere on the vehicle. It will not make a spark. But the moment you do this with the positive, while it's connected to the actual, while this is still connected in a series, then you will have an issue. So you see this right here, this is a big old issue right now. I'll let my customer know about that, because obviously I didn't touch that. All right, so next step, we need to go ahead and take off our starter. Now we can easily access this right here. If you had like a little swivel, this is our little dust boot. Let me get a pick. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take off this little 10mm first. Just bear with me, this is my first time doing it on this vehicle. So we're just gonna pop off that little hose. It's just I wanna make sure you guys can see what bolts I'm taking off and so forth. All right, so let's see if we can move this. All right, so yeah, we can move that a lot more. I mean, I just don't wanna take it off all the way because we just literally need to access right there. So let me get a little light. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do, there's a 14mm. It's gonna be a little bit hard to show. So where this little pipe is, so you see this hose right behind there, there's actually a 14mm. I'm just gonna put the phone over there so you guys can see. So you see that there's like a little bolt. All right, so you can see the bolt from right there. So you see that little thing? I'll go ahead and mark it so you guys can see. All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna zoom in, and then you can see that. Let me just turn off this light real quick. All right, so coming from right here. So this, I just want to make sure you guys see this bolt because I'm not going to be able to show that. So let me get zoomed back a little bit. Where is it? I know I saw it. Oh, okay, so right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back. All right, so once you pull that back, that's literally right under the hose. Come on, focus. So you can see it. So it's like just right there. All right, so I'm gonna try to use a little deep extension or a long extension. Well, not a long, deep socket, 14mm, and then I got a little swivel ratchet. So I'm just gonna swing this right through here, and I'm just gonna use this to break the bolt in first. And you're just gonna kind of guide it right there. All right, so I got it all wiggled in. I'm in there, so I'm just gonna loosen this up. All right, so what I did was to get a little bit more leverage, I flexed my swivel. And I mean, you could probably get this from down below. I mean, it'll probably be a little bit harder. And this gives me enough slack just to loosen it. So at least I can bring it from up here, get a couple clicks, and then bring it back up. So now it's getting easier. So All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take that off, and then I'm gonna see if I can do the rest with my electric ratchet. All right, again, I'm just gonna try to do this with my electric ratchet just to speed up the process, because I'm trying to make sure we don't spend too much time on this video. All right, so I noticed it's a little bit easier to get from under the vehicle. I jacked up the car from right here on the subframe itself. There's a bolt right here. I mean, you can jack it up from the pinch welds. I don't recommend it. I would recommend to jack it up from the subframe, because that is actually the proper way. But I know a lot of people jack it up from the pinch weld, which would be like this little piece right here. It's the one with the more thicker metal. It's the one that sticks out a little bit more. You can see how this sticks out, and then the rest is all more recessed back. But I would jack it up from like right here. This would be actually a really strong point, this little area. But again, this would be the best area to jack it up from, was these bolts. And then obviously you can put your jack stand right nearby it. That's where I have my jack stand. And then there's a couple screws right here. I don't know if these ones had Phillips. This has been replaced, so I don't know. I didn't take it off all the way, but coming up right here, I mean, obviously we can take off the 17 that we have right here, and then we can take off the 14 that's right there, so you can see. Sorry, the oil filter is making it, but you can see my socket. That's right there, so you can see that with the letters. So right there, you can actually access it right there, and it's not that bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off from right here, just that bolt. And then right here, there's a little clip on the actual starter. We're gonna actually pull this back. This is the solenoid clip. So pull that back. You just push down this little tab right here, back here. And then this was actually a little bit harder to pull out. So I pushed it down, and I knew it came out, but I just had to pull out the tab. All that's left is just a power cable up top. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take off that 14 mil right now. So once you break it free loose, you can actually just loosen this up with your hand. This is a really long bolt, so it should be very easy to put back in. So I pretty much got that bolt out. So you see right there, we're just gonna let it drop. I had to switch hands because the way how the camera angle was, and see how long this bolt is. All right, so next thing what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna take off this guy. It is a little bit tedious, so I'm just gonna use a pick to lift that back up. So if you lift up this plastic, we'll get a little bit more extra little wiggle room. So let's pull this back. All right, so we got that back. It's actually a pretty tight spot, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's see. We're just gonna move that right over here to the side. I'm just gonna tuck it right over. And then that looks like a 12. All right, so next I got a little stubby 12, and then I got a little flex ratchet. I think we could probably be able to snake it out like this. Let's see how we can do this. All right, so I already got it loose, and I'm just gonna throw a socket on there if I can. The amount of space. I'm just gonna spin it by hand. It's a pretty tight spot, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so the bolt fell. I'm not really worried about the bolt right now. So we'll just go ahead and pull this cable back. Just kind of wiggle it right up on out. Now if you're having a hard time pulling it out, like me, we can just use our pick. Alright, so that helped out a lot more easier, so we're able to lift that out. And now we're gonna go back under the vehicle. Alright, so we got one more bolt. So coming right here, you can see the starter. And there's one more bolt right here. It's pretty much like the only 17 that's like right there. That's the first one that you're gonna see. So we're gonna go ahead and take off that one. So I'm not gonna lie, that bolt's on there pretty tight. I could tell that the guy was already trying to take this off, because I could see like a couple spots kind of rounded out. But I think that's probably why he brought it to me. Alright, so now that we got the starter out, should be able to drop down below. Just kind of spin this because we have the little nipple on the side. And there we have it. And then I gotta find that little 14 that fell. Here we have, or the 12. And now we're ready to reverse the order. Alright, so we are ready to put in our bolt. Now when putting this in, oh, by the way, this starter is still loose. I just have it very snug, but just enough where I can just spin it around. You see I can move that, so I can make sure that this bolt goes in straight. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel for my finger. I'm going to try to locate that hole. I already located it, and then I'm going to slide in the bolt, and then I'm going to start threading it in by hand. So once you start threading in by hand, make sure a couple threads go in, and then try pulling back, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to finish threading it, and we'll get right back to the video. Alright, so I was able to tighten down this bolt. I tightened down this one all the way, and then I tightened down the upper bolt too. The way how I tightened down the upper bolt was from down here and not up there. I found out it was a lot more easier. And so at this point, where's our connector at? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and connect our solenoid. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put this guy on. Now, again, this is probably going to be the most hardest piece in this video. Alright, so we got that in. Now I'm going to pull back the boot at the same time as I'm pressing down right here. Alright, cool, we got that in. Now this is going to be the tricky part. I'm going to lay the boot down to the side, like how when we first laid it down, just like that. And now, I mean, we have this guy right here, so you can use a magnet to drop it. I'm actually putting it between my index finger and my middle finger, and then I'm just gonna creep it in there. Hopefully I don't get butterfingers and drop it. All right, so I got it right there. Now with my middle finger, I'm gonna I'll use my index finger just to hold it on top, and I'm just gonna spin it in there. All right, so now I have that in there. So it's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot more worse than what it is. So yeah, so now we're ready to tighten this down. Sorry about the background noise, guys. Having a little construction done. So if you don't tighten this too well, you're gonna cause out the starter to short out, and you're gonna prematurely wear that starter out. All right, so let me see if I can get the boot in there. So I'm just gonna use the pick to pull the boot over. Now I'm not trying to dig at it. I'm actually using the back end of this. Ooh, that was a close one. I almost pulled it right back. All right, so we have it over there. Now I'm just gonna seat it in. So I use the back edge of this to pull the boot. So I mean, I was able to like grab the boot from the beginning and just swing it right over there, and then that worked out pretty well. All right, so next thing what we gotta do is we gotta hook up this. So we gotta find the little, there's a little spot where I gotta notch it in. All right, so it's a little area. All right, so we are there. And now we're gonna put the little 10mm bolt right over here. All right, so we got that guy in. Now we're gonna clip this guy back into right there and right there, so we are good. And then now at this point, we are gonna put in our negative terminal. If you see any like hardcore sparking coming out from this terminal, you need to stop what you're doing and make sure nothing grounded right out. Make sure nothing with the power wire is grounding out or anything. So that's the last thing what we want. Is something to short. It might make like a little spark, but if it makes like something where it's like cutting into this and it's like sparking like crazy, then I mean obviously we have a short. So we're gonna go inside the vehicle. Now obviously at this point you lost your radio code, just so you know. Let me actually get the key real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and start it, and then voila, there we have it. And pretty much that's it. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And thanks for watching.